The first thing that you're going to need to follow along with this is to grab the PDF pattern. You can get that at carlyporter.com. So as you can see, there are lots of different ways that you can customize your own quilted backpack. And I'm so excited to jump into 3 different backpacks that we are going to go through all the customizations, take the pattern one step at a time, multitasking and switching from one to the other as you watch me put these together. So let's jump into the next part. So in this section of the video, you are going to learn how to put a zipper and a gusset together. You're going to do a straight stitch and then a zigzag stitch and then a top stitch. So that combination we are going to do multiple times for all 3 of these bags. The first thing that we can at least do is get our zipper gussets assembled. So let's go ahead and jump in and do that now. All right, so let's start with our Baby Got backpack. So I have my zipper and my 2 gusset pieces, and we need to attach these together. And actually my zipper looks like it's not quite lined up. So if you notice when I hold this, see how I've got like that kind of bump coming out? Because when I put my zippers together, I think one of them, I didn't quite line up the teeth very well. So luckily this is pretty easy to do, but I'll show you on camera how to do it. So see how I've got that bump right there? So to fix that, we're just going to try again. I'm going to pull this zipper back out. So when you have your main zipper and you want 2 zippers to come together, you want them to make sure that their noses are heading towards each other like that. Okay, so I'm going to come up here. And this takes a little practice, but it's not too crazy. But you just slide your zipper barely into there. And then get that one barely. You want to try to get them in equally. Oh, see, that one fell out. That's okay. Okay, there we go. See that? And then kind of push down and pull both of those through. And if it's not quite lined up, we can pull it out and try again. And I don't think this is, oh, there we go. Okay, so I've got my teeth together, but let's check when we, okay, so see how I still kind of have more on this side than on that side? So let's try it again with the other one. Okay, so I can pull this off, and again, you're going to slide this like that, and I'm kind of pinching it and holding it, and then slide the other one. There we go. Okay, let's see this way. There we go. That's better. See how it's nice and flat? There we go. Looks good. Okay, so let's slide this bad boy pile of stuff over here. And these guys. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna do, oh, and my gussets are not lined up quilting wise. I want the quilting to kind of line up. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna inset our zipper into our gusset. So the first thing that we need to do is we're gonna, since our zipper is longer than our gusset, it doesn't, we just have to get it pretty centered. Okay, so I'm gonna take this first one and I'm going to line those up. Okay, so right sides are together, and I'm gonna sew down a straight stitch about a 1/4 inch. A generous 1/4 inch is great. Okay, so let's go to the sewing machine and do that. All right, before we actually start stitching, I need to check a couple things. So first of all, I need to put the correct needle into my machine. So I'm gonna grab my tool here, my handy dandy little baby lock tool, and I'm gonna twist and get my needle out. Now this needle is brand new, so I'm not going to throw it away. I'm just going to set it to the side. And now I'm going to get one of my organ needles, especially good for embroidery, dense, and heavy material. That's us, that dense material. Okay, so I'm going to just pull one of these out. Okay, and so this is a titanium needle. And it also has a flat back. So I'm going to slide that all the way up in there. Tighten it. Okay, now the thread that I'm using in my bobbin, I have invisible thread. So this is silky invisible thread. It's my favorite go-to invisible thread for sewing and especially for quilting. Okay, and then I'm also going to use invisible thread on top. Thanks, Baby Lock, for making a freaking amazing machine. Okay, so I'm gonna line up. Now I want this to be, I'm actually going to line up my zipper with the left side of my foot, like that. So that's right there on that edge. And then I want my zipper, this edge, to line up with this edge of my fabric. So once I've got those lined up, I can lower my foot and then I can determine my needle placement. So notice that my needle is way too close to the edge. So instead of using a 1/4 inch seam allowance setting on my machine, I have it all the way to the left. But that is ultimately going to give me a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I'm going to back stitch off that edge. Okay, so now I'm just looking at keeping this edge lined up, like I don't want it here and I don't want it here. And then keeping my zipper just right off the edge of my foot, like so. Okay. All right, so my zipper pulls are getting close. So I can just pull both of those to the other edge. Not all the way off the zipper, just on that edge. And I like my needle to stop in the needle down position so that when I stop sewing, I can adjust if I need to, but if I pull, it just holds it in place. Okay, and then once I need to get past my zippers, I can turn this and just pull those past it. And then I like to backstitch. All right, so now we've got our zipper attached. Okay, and before we open anything up and do anything else, we're going to do a zigzag stitch. And the goal here is to sew between our straight stitch and the edge of our fabric. And this is us kind of just finishing that edge and keeping it safe and protected. But then we're also going to catch it a 3rd time when we do our top stitching. So this is also one of the main factors that are going to stop our fabric from fraying. All right, so you can see that we've got our straight stitch and then we've got our zigzag stitch. Now we need to do our top stitch. So we're going to come this way and with our zipper down and our quilted fabric up. This is going to feel kind of awkward, but you really got to kind of strong arm it down. And then we're going to go back to a straight stitch. And now my goal is to just stitch about 1/8 of an inch here. And you can back stitch at the beginning. And then as I go, I'm going to fold this over to make sure that it's catching. So the goal with this is to tack down our zigzag to make our zipper lay nice and flat and also protect our fabric from getting caught in the zipper ever. So it's like I'm folding it down and then top stitching it into place. All right, so now you can see the top stitch and see how it tacks down that zipper really nicely. So here's the back side of the zipper gusset, and see how it lays nice and flat instead of the zipper trying to fold over. So there's our top stitch. So we did a straight stitch and then a zigzag stitch and then a top stitch. And now we're going to do the same thing. Let's make sure that we have our orientation of our gusset correctly with the quilting. I kind of wanted the quilting to line up if it could. So like that. Like so. So same thing, we're going to fold that over and then we're going to start right here. We're going to line up our zipper gusset right there. We don't want it further or behind, and then we don't want it too far this way or too far that way. So we're just going to line that up to right there. And now we're going to do a straight stitch again. Straight stitch, zigzag, and then top stitch. So we've got our top stitch, And see how the gusset lays nice and flat? It's not like flopping up either direction because we caught that stitch. So it has 3 different stitches that are providing stability. Looks nice, eh? Now I'm also thinking that we have a really cute opportunity here with this gusset, kind of like it shows in the pattern, where we could add something cute here, even just like some of this cute little ric-rac or this silver ribbon. Let me pull this out. So we could add some ribbon on here like that. That could be cute. Or maybe some ric-rac right here. I don't know, like this backpack is feeling very whimsical and rainbowy vibes, kind of unicorn-ish. So something like that could be really fun to do, like a piece of ric-rac. So I think I'm gonna. Let's see, do I have enough of this skinny ric-rac to do? Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Perfect to do 2 pieces. So let's also add some ric-rac onto each side of the zipper gusset. And this literally has no purpose other than just beauty, which is awesome. All right, so I'm gonna try to line up the edge with my top stitch. Okay, love. Now let's do the same thing with the other side. Ric-rac sometimes reminds me of like frosting on a cake. Super cute. Just look at that. How freaking cute is that? I love it. Okay, so there is our zipper gusset for our mini backpack. Okay, so we have 1 gusset down, 2 more to go. And I am trying to decide how I want to accessorize my gussets, if at all. Like one thing that I think could be really cute on this big girl Bertha is a bow for big girl Bertha on top. So I'm thinking, like, when you look at a backpack, the zipper gussets are right here, right? These 2 pieces. So I know I'm gonna have like a hanging tag for this, but what if I did like a maybe not a bow, but like some gathers? What are those called? Pleats? Like put some pleats with some ribbon. I have this really cute ribbon and this littler ribbon too. That could be really cute to do like pleats and ribbon. I'm really excited about it. Okay, so first thing we need to do though, before we do the embellishments, any embellishments on the zipper gusset, is we need to actually get the zipper installed. So I have my zipper color here. So first thing I need to do is cut a zipper, and we can also put our zipper pulls in it. Well, actually we got to cut it first and then put our zipper pulls in, because we got to do a zipper pull from each side. So I'm going to cut that right there. Okay, so now I'm going to put my brass zipper pulls in. This bag is going to be so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for it. The fabric, okay, crazy story about this fabric while I'm putting these zippers in, I'll tell you. When Joanns went out of business, I kind of went cuckoo bananas with everything that they were clearancing out. and I found a bolt of this like shiny maroon fabric. And I took it to the cutting table to have them measure it because I was like, I want the whole bolt. I don't like, give me the whole bolt, give me all of it. And when the guy who was at the cutting table scanned the label, he was like, I can't sell you this. And I was like, what? Why? What are you talking about? Why? You're literally selling everything. And he was like, apparently this is dead stock fabric, and it's expired. And I was like, so what does that mean? And he's like, I can't sell it to you. And I was like, so where's it going to go? And then he kind of smirked and he was like, I can't sell it to you, but you can just have it. And I was like, oh! So I got a whole bolt of this gorgeous fabric. And even though I have a whole bolt of it, I still was kind of hoarding it and scared to use it. But then I was like, when I started making more backpacks and I was like, man, I'm getting really good at making these backpacks. I think I'm ready for the nice fabric. I'm ready to cut into the good fabric. And so I quilted up a piece of this, and that's what we see here. I actually have another piece that's about the same size as what the Big Girl Bertha bag requires, because this fabric was like 60 inches wide or 54 inches wide, I think. And so that makes me less scared to quilt it or to cut it, is that I have more pre-quilted fabric of it, but then I can also quilt more. I can also always quilt more fabric. So, man, okay. I'm just almost getting the zipper. And these antique brass zippers are a little heavier, so they're kind of harder to maneuver. Okay, so I got my zipper pulls put in, and I like to try to get my zipper pulls to just be right in the middle of the zipper. That will kind of help me know where the middle of the zipper is. Okay, so this is going to be a teensy bit easier to sew in just because I have a little bit thicker piece to work with, which is nice. So again, I'm going to flip this over like so, and then sew down that edge. All right, so look how cute. That looks so nice. I love this caramel colored zipper. I didn't think I was gonna like this zipper when I bought a big old pack of zippers, but it's like kind of perfect for this. So, all right, so I have my zipper gusset, and now I need to determine which side is the front and which side is the back of the zipper gusset, like meaning the front of the backpack or the back of the backpack, so that I can decide if I want to do some sort of embellishment on it. Like I am kind of thinking that this ribbon could be really super cute if I were to do like a pleat in it, like a line of pleats. I don't know. Like I think it would be so cute. Or even just flat like that. Or do I want to just not cover the quilting so much? Because it might be smart to just not, I don't know. I think the ribbon color is super cute though. And it kind of gives it like a Burberry luxury fill, even if I did it on both sides. I do also have lace, right? I have all of this different kind of lace that I can use. I like, oh, yeah, this is all the same. So I could do lace or even like pleat the lace fabric. I do really like this lace. It's cute. I would be sad though if later on if it got like snagged or something. Maybe, okay. You know what? I think I'm going to save this ribbon for like one of the little hooks. Okay, I can always come back and add to this later if I want to. And now I'm just getting a little bit paranoid about it all. So I'm going to set this aside, but we still have our thick boy backpack that we need to add our zipper to and turn that into a zipper gusset. So we'll do that while I think more. You know, one thing that is common about a pattern that has lots of customization options is that sometimes we can get analysis paralysis. So I'm gonna take a deep breath and try not to think too deeply about these. They're just backpacks. It's just a fun project. So I'm just gonna take it one thing at a time. So I'm gonna take my zipper and pull it apart. Oh, that's like a really satisfying part of this. Okay, and get that guy in there. And that guy in there. Oh, that one went smooth. That made me look real good. Okay, now we'll do the other side. Same thing here. Get that guy in there. There we go. And then let's get these zippers in the middle. Okay, looks good. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing again. Stitch that zipper down into that gusset. All right, that top stitch looks so good. That's thick. This is a thick boy with this double batting quilted fabric. But it looks like we caught that edge nicely so that this lays nice and flat. All right, so now let's grab the other piece, do the same thing. We want to line these up. Remember, not too high, not too low, and line it up here, not too far, but just right on that edge. Move my needle all the way over, and then I'm gonna just line up my foot with the edge of that zipper. All right, and we've got our thick boy zipper gusset. Oh, that looks so nice. It lays nice and flat. The zippers are nice and protected. There's these, like the zippers are not gonna grab any of the stuff. So I wanted to show you really quick while I'm thinking about it. So this is a zipper pouch that I made a while ago. So this is a computerized quilting design that I stitched onto this yellow satin. But when I made this zipper pouch, I did not protect those inside zippers at all. And you can see how they are, like the fabric is fraying, and pretty often stuff gets caught in the zipper, like you can see there. So this is why that zigzag stitch is important, but also notice that when I open this bag, the zipper almost turns inside out. Like, see how it flips up? The top stitch forces that this way so that it doesn't flip inside out. So, candy sounds good. You could probably hear my tummy rumbling because I've been filming these videos all morning and haven't eaten lunch yet. So, okay, so we have our 3 zipper gussets. We got our big boy Bertha, big girl Bertha, our thick boy, and our baby got backpack. So we are done with the gussets, at least for now. We could maybe add some embellishments. We still have some time to decide that before we put everything together. So now that we have our 3 different zipper gussets in place, the next thing in the pattern, the next step in the pattern is to connect them to the bottom gusset and make our gusset loop. So if there's any other embellishments that I want to add to any of these things, I'm going to need to do that now if they're going to come along this bottom edge. So you know what? I've been thinking more about it, and I'm trying to not take myself too seriously. I think I want to use some of this ribbon around the edge of my panels. But as for the top gusset, I think I want to add some, what is it? The word keeps escaping me. Oh my gosh. Pleats. I want to do some pleated ribbons because that like really takes me back to my roots of making little zipper pouches. I remember when I first started making zipper pouches, one thing that was so fun was like to put a cute pleat across the front. So I think I'm going to do that with this bag. With the big girl Bertha, I think it'd be cute to do some ribbon like that and then maybe a bow right on top. Maybe I'll do a bow with this fabric and pleats with this one, with this ribbon. Okay, I haven't really done pleats. I'm just gonna freehand these. And I'm just gonna do it as I go. I'm trying to decide how I should do them. Like, should I just do a straight flat one and then add some pleats in the middle? Or should I make the whole thing pleated? That could be kind of cute too. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it. If I hate it, I guess I can unpick it, right? I can just unstitch it. Now I'm using invisible thread still, like I have been. I'm using invisible thread for everything. I don't have like a pleating foot or anything like that. And I'm not pre-pleating this ribbon. I'm literally just gonna go for it. And we'll see if I hate it later on when I'm done. Okay, so I'm gonna need a straight stitch here. And all right, so I want to do it, I don't want to do it too close to this edge. Maybe I'll do it like right in the middle. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be right in the middle. So this ribbon has a like more shiny top side and a less shiny bottom. So I'm going to put the less shiny side on the bottom. And okay, my gusset is about the width of my needle plate, so I'm going to use that as my center. And then I'm just going to center this. Okay, I'm going to double stitch that. Okay, so what if I just go like that? And then I do them just however far apart they are for when I know that I've caught one. And I just do another one. So I'm just eyeballing the distance of these. Oh, I didn't catch it though. Shoot. Okay. You know what I need? I need my stiletto. And I think I have one in here. I don't have my stiletto, but I'm just gonna try something like this. Okay, now that I know it's hooked. This might look totally dumb. But I just looked at the back and it's actually kind of not looking dumb, so it might just be actually very cute. And if it looks good from 10 feet away while riding on horseback, then I think that's a good sign. It might not be perfectly straight, but that's okay too. And you know what else is cute about these pleats is that the measurement, if someone asks, oh, how far apart did you measure them? The measurement is my finger and thumb depth as a 35-year-old woman. So it is a unique unit of measurement that applies just to me as the maker of this bag, which I think actually makes it even cuter. Okay, this is getting a little bougie, and I am here for it. Okay. So that's kind of cute. That'll go along the top of the backpack. It's like kind of cute, kind of silly, but like, I don't know. I like it. I like it. So I'm going to cut off that extra, and that looks good. Okay, now there are also times when you are going to want to singe the edges of things. We'll talk about this more with the straps, but I would say that ribbon and zippers are a good place to singe. All right, so we've got our big girl Bertha zipper gusset done, at least for now. I mean, do I want to add a bow on top? I don't know. I mean, it is pretty cute, but maybe we're getting a little out of hand, because if I'm going to add ribbon as well, that's a whole nother thing. Okay. Now, I think we are done. Well, I still have some room here on my green one that I could do something. What if I did a little tag? Oh, I already pulled one out. One of these. Okay, so I have not done this before, so this might not even make it in the video, but I have this engraver pen that I thought would be fun to try engraving something onto this guy. Maybe I can come down to my quilting camera and try engraving something on here. And we can see together if this will work. Let's see, this is for the thick boy backpack. Maybe we could have it say, well, I know I'm going to keep this backpack, most likely. All right, I'm going to make this tag for me and my husband. Okay, that's cute. All right, so for this zipper gusset, I could put something like that right there. That's pretty cute. Or I could also put it down right here. Now I think these are going to have to be hand sewn on. Okay, so I was thinking it would be cute. All right, so I was thinking it would be cute to put this little guy like right there. And I could either hand sew it on, or I'm going to try using my machine. So I have it set to do a zigzag stitch with a 0 stitch length, and it's 2.5 millimeters wide. So first thing I'm going to do is lower my needle and then just try to line that up with my needle, and now it should go in the hole. Okay, so once it's all the way down, I'm going to get that right into place, and now I'm just going to sew slowly, zigzag stitch in and out of that hole. It doesn't look like it's catching, I'm not sure. Nope, I'm not. Okay, that's okay. So I just need to pull out a little more thread. I think it just didn't have enough thread in there. And I'm just eyeballing this measurement, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so let's try it again. I'm gonna first line up my first hole. Okay, so that's where it's gonna stitch. And then I want it to stitch in the hole of my cute little brass thingy, my little tag, metal tag. Okay, so now I'm just zigzag stitching in, out, in, out, in, out. And it looks like it's stitching. Okay, now I'm gonna cut it. Moment of truth. Okay, look at that, sticking on. All right, let's trim this thread. All right, now let's do the other side. So same thing over here. I'm gonna get my needle into place. So there's the outside stitch and inside stitch. I'm gonna adjust that. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, this is giving me so much anxiety because if I mess this up, I could break my needle so quick. Okay, it's not, I don't think it's actually stitching. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna pull more bobbin thread, more top thread so that it has plenty to catch on the bobbin thread. I think that's why it wasn't getting it tacked down. Okay, let's try again. So right in the hole, and in and out. Okay, and we're just doing it like 10 stitches. Okay, did it work? It worked! Look how cute! Okay, I literally have never done that before, but it turned out pretty cute. Look at that. So that'll be on my zipper gusset. So that's going to be on the side of my zipper right there. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right now. All right, so now we have our 3 different zipper gussets done. So, okay, now it's time to move on to the next step. So now we need to make our gusset loop. All right, let's get to it.